Alright, what is up, guys? I mean, I guess this won't be a break for you, but it's been a while for me since I've been able to record or even play AoE 2DE, because I've been home for Thanksgiving, but we're back with some more historical battles. We've done all of Europe at this point. I tried to do Dos Pilas, if you guys saw that video, it didn't go so hot. So we're gonna go to another region right now, and that region is going to be Bukhara.
73 long years have passed since thousands of nomadic riders flooded the eastern borders of Persia, defeated the Persian army, and killed the Shah himself. The invaders plunged deep into the heartland of the empire. The weakened Persians had no choice but to give in to the outrageous demands of tribute imposed by the White Huns. Now Khosrau, the grandson of the slain Shah, is ready to take revenge for the eternal shame cast upon his empire. Persian heralds visit the four corners of the empire to gather one of the largest armies this world has ever seen. But even with an army that could fill the space between the Zagros and the Alborz mountain ranges, the White Hunnic horse archers will not be easily beaten. Khosrau knows that perhaps the only way to ensure victory is to ally with another nomadic people, the Gokturks. These nomads from lands hardly touched by civilization hate the White Huns as much as the Persians do. They are as tough and hardy as the White Huns, and most importantly, can strike the Huns from their rear. The earth trembles as thousands of Persian horses and elephants travel to battle. Khosrau will soon show the world that the Persian Empire is still a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, you can tell the writing is not quite as good as the old ones. This is, of course, the scenario from The Forgotten that has now been redone. Wait for instructions, that I can do. Population of 150, no gunpowder. Protect the local villages. Paying tribute to the White Huns is optional. Trade route, cav archers, don't go for war elephants, and the Sabaran are really good. So there's some Persian villages everywhere. The Gokturks are in the north. I thought they were cyan last time, if I recall correctly. The White Huns are blue, naturally. And despite what their names say, the White Huns are actually Mongols, not, Huns. So, yeah.
Vile White Huns will bleed us dry with their excessive demands. We must bide our time for now, but we will crush them once Khosrau arrives.
Ari, Salam میکنم.
Welcome to Khorasan.
Yo.
I will lead you down this mountain pass.
So, if I recall correctly, in the original version, you had Khosrau from the beginning.
Ari.
Now, obviously, we just have a few knights and villagers. But we should be able to get a village right up here.
We can construct a small base here and collect the resources to pay off the White Huns until Khosrau arrives with his army.
Sounds like fun on a bun.
Persian villages can provide you with resources, but beware of White Hunnic raiders.
Duly noted. I also seem to remember last time you got a bunch of, building foundations to help speed you up a bit. Also, last time you started in the feudal age, so this has been updated at least a little bit. Even though the overall, goals and stuff of the scenarios seem pretty similar. As it is one of the Forgotten scenarios, I haven't, played it as much as I did the old Age of Conquerors and Age of Kings campaigns and whatnot. But I have beaten it, I think 2 or 3 times. At least back in HD, but now with the DE out, this is the first time I am playing it on the new version of the game. So we are going to be going through a learning experience together. So just kind of scout around. So yeah, the Hun Raiders are actually Huns, so they definitely have some dudes that they'll be sending our way. If I recall correctly, it's honestly pretty hard to protect your Persian allies, at least very effectively. So we might have to consider them acceptable losses at some point. We have a pop limit of 150, we can get to the Imperial Age, I mean, that's even our objective. But, you know, we'll see if we can protect our fellow Persians, but if not, you know, it's not really the end of the world. They're just gonna be out here big chillin'. And yes, in case you guys are wondering, this is the one and only campaign where you play as the Persians. Well, it's even just a scenario. I, of course, have made several other appearances in the campaigns. What with Genghis Khan 4, and briefly in Saladin, they send you those War Elephants, and then Damascus and Barbarossa plays as Persians, just for variety, I suppose. Maybe it's an homage to Saladin's Kurdish origins. I don't know. Regardless, you can see these guys have full Castle Age upgrades, and we have more or less nothing. Help! Huns are attacking our trade routes! Protect the trade carts and markets of the Silk Road to keep on getting gold tributes. Okay, so I seem to remember last time, like, you had to, like, build some towers or something. Like, the Huns had towers and you had to destroy them and replace them or something like that. So it seems like they're just making this a bit more streamlined in general. But yeah, it's not like we can really field much of an army to do a whole lot of helping right now. What, with our 12 villagers and no eco? There is a lake right here, which we will certainly use to fish once we can afford it. But with Persians, faster working town centers, maybe even some, you know, benefiting from some faster working docks, that will be quite nice. And there's an ambulance in the background, which is probably being picked up by the mic, but what can you do? So yeah, for being such a classic civilization, Persians and Chinese definitely kind of got the short end of the proverbial stick when it came to campaign scenarios. I guess Vikings too, to some degree, Goths. I mean, obviously you can only have so many campaigns, but yeah, I mean, the Goths eventually got Alaric. Vikings got a couple scenarios. Persians only have the one. Chinese only have the one.
It's good to see fellow Persians.
Sup, man?
Our monastery is isolated and we urgently need more hands to do the heavy lifting around here. Can you help us?
Wait. Whoops, that is the wrong button. Send five villages to the Fire Temple! I assume it is a Zoroastrian temple. So, just gonna send those guys on over. I do not remember whatsoever what they give you. Also, I did not remember that building houses is a thing. Because I am I'm rusty. Let's just go with that. Like I said, I've not played this game in a little less than a week. So the White Huns are somewhere over here in this general vicinity. Is this the way I'm sending my villagers? Yes, it is. Okay, might need to send the knights in. So they can tell the White Huns, Knight, Knight! Oh, man. Get a dock going, get some fishing ships. They did not field a navy, if I recall correctly, and there are plenty of fish here for us to take. Oh, God. Okay, that was a bloopsie.
This is all that we can spare.
Oh, okay, frickin' Medina. This is all we can spare? Well, now I have to send in a couple more villagers, because I am a dum-dum. Just trying to find some space for farms. Just stick the 2 TCs for the time being. Get some fish and ships out. Okay, there go those guys. Oh, I sent one too many. Yeah, Gokturks are neutral to us right now. They will ally with us later. And then, you know, eventually betray us. Plot twist. But, I mean, you guys get the idea. So yeah, we're just gonna let our teammates do all of the dying while we get our eco up and running. I like Persians though, they're definitely one of my favorite civs. Just because I'm such a boomer! Kinda hard to tell apart the orange from the yellow, at least to my colorblind eyes. Anyway, sent your villagers. What you wanna give me? What you wanna give
Thank
me?
you, wise one. As a sign of gratitude,
Wait, whoa,
we
whoa.
have this relic of ours.
I nearly gave it to them, which would probably just mean I lose the relic forever. Why is this villager here? Also, these monks are not going to be able to make it back that way. 5 villagers for 1 relic. Quote unquote for free. It's alright. I guess you get a couple monks as well.
400 gold, as usual. Refuse, and you will face the wrath of our horsemen.
Okay, so we got to
Raiders are attacking our village.
cough up our protection money. I'd rather not deal with the White Huns just yet, you know, since we only have 35 villagers. So we're gonna see if we can pay them their 400 gold. But our economy is definitely slowly but steadily improving. Oh man, these guys are getting wrecked. We shouldn't have any problem paying them. 3 minutes and 20 seconds, not 320 minutes, that'd be a little insane. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the start is so slow. I mean, it does feel like a really slow start to the scenario. I mean, you have just so few resources. I guess I could have gone for the boars, but nah. Whatever. Top limit is not 200, it's just the 150, so we don't want to boom too much. Probably going to want to get somewhere in the range of 80 villagers-ish or so. Got a couple minutes left still. Go ahead and grab gill nuts. Did they move coinage to Imperial Age now? I forget all the sling changes. Okay, so coinage is still in the Castle Age. So really they did no sling nerfs, which is a bit of a bummer for the competitive side of things. It means that people will probably institute their own sling nerfs for team games and whatnot. But I'd rather, of course, that we just all use the same stuff, at least if possible. Okie dokie, that should be enough. White Huns. Oh, whoops! Don't wanna overpay them.
That will do for now.
Yay! Paying our protection money. It's like they're the frickin' mafia, man. but our economy is good. Is doing a nice job growing quite rapidly. Just need another 20 villagers or so. Then we can really start to get our cavalry a-rolling. Now, of course, they tell you to not go for war elephants. At least in the original incantation. You guys know the word I'm trying to say. The original version of this scenario, war elephants were actually really good. Yeah, there are lots of wide open spaces, but as it turns out, Mongols and Huns don't deal with elephants. That's just as true in single player as it is in multiplayer. I'll rip that town center. Still haven't been able to get this relic home yet. Some more gold now. Actually, there's some gold back over here. And I think they redid the gold a little bit, so it's a bit more useful. Like, I think this was like 2 tiles and then like 1 tile of stone or something. Something silly. White Huns are in Imp. That is not a concern of ours yet.
This is all that we can spare.
This is all we can spare? Stone. Did they remove like all the stone? At least most of it. So maybe elephants won't be as much of an option as I might otherwise prefer. Wololo! No, more like Wololo no. Feels bad, man. Okay, let's go grab a university and a monastery. Click up to Imp as soon as those are complete. Do you want any more fishing ships? It's not like this lake is massive. We can go up to 6. Oh yeah, I do have to be careful, because it is nice in DE how you can just easily glance at your overall villager count, but it doesn't count fishing ships. So I think I should cool it with the villager production after this. Then we can place a mining camp over here, gather that gold. Then click up to Imp in just a second. Then we can start building some forward stables, as paladins are going to be the name of the game here. Throw down 5 of those. Need to hold myself back from booming, man. So good and easy as Persians. Who, in case you did not know, got a really nice buff in DE. Their TC is working faster from the Dark Age now, and they now have trash bows, which is their Castle Age unique tech, which turns their crossbowmen cost to 50 wood, as opposed to 25 wood, 45 gold. So it essentially turns their crossbowmen into a trash unit. Now, of course, they do lack Bracer and even Arbalest, so it's not like they're amazing, but it turns out they're like a better version of skirmishers against everything except skirmishers. Little weird, but makes sense if you think about it. Oh yeah, I need to check out this place once we get some numbers out, because those will give us the Saravans, or whatever they're called. Almost up to Imp. Come home, little relic. Alright, now the fun night train begins. Because eventually we're going to have to go ahead and defeat these White Huns, in case that wasn't incredibly clear. Also, I think upon reaching Imperial Age, we'll get some reinforcements, like Khosrau himself. I assume Khosrau himself. Oh, for a second I thought the Gokturks were going to snipe my monk there, and I'm like...
So, the great Khosrau himself is on his way to bring us more tribute. Very well. Send us 600 gold.
Whoa!
Persian army under Khosrau has arrived. We will show these White Huns the cost of meddling with the Persian Empire.
My elephant cannot wait to trample some White Huns.
It's probably not worth getting it, because we're probably only going to do this one last tribute. Didn't I just...
We heard
Oh,
you are leading your
What?
army against us? A very unwise decision.
What?
That will cost you your empire.
What? I just sent them resources for nothing, because I didn't even get any more time.
معدنچی
Wonderful, wonderful. That just feels great. Oh, they did give us some stone, though. Even if we can't get a ton of war elephants going as I would like, of course. Would be nice just to be able to get things like conscription and all that.
آماده صحیح
So here's Khosrau himself. He's an elephant archer hero. Gonna have very good stats, obviously, and gonna perform very well against what the White Huns are throwing at us.
سلام
Persians, we share a common enemy. Perhaps you would be interested in a temporary alliance against the White Huns.
Bring a messenger to the Gokturk castle.
فرمان آری
Make it so, number one. You're number one, by the way, Mr. Cavalier. So yeah, now we actually have to face the White Huns and all of their Mongolness. Not actual puns. That's a fairly hefty army. Not the villagers, man! But yeah, the White Huns, they're sprawled out over here. The score is obviously quite high, but unless they change it, I don't believe it's infinite unit spam. I'll take whatever. Whatever you can give me. That is a lot of cav archers. Whoa, that's a lot of gold. I need all these lumberjacks. Oh, the AI micro. God damn.
You refuse to pay
What?
the tribute? You will pay dearly for your insolence.
I did pay you the tribute even. Even though you freaking attacked me right away. Bastards. Oh yeah, the Saravans. Let's go get those guys. At least I assume that's still the thing there. I don't see why that would have changed. Awesome. Go ahead and grab Conscription. Get some forward workshops a-rolling. Persian's obviously gonna be doing a very streamlined army comp now.
So, an alliance it is? Very well. Just do not get in our way.
That was a very, like, calm and measured, just don't get in our way. You know, if it's not too much to ask for, can you not get in our way? We'd, like, really appreciate it, man.
The true backbone of the Persian army is its heavy cavalry. I can hire these men for 1,500 gold.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's you can only do it once sort of thing. But yeah, here are the Savars, and they're honestly not that great. Their pierce armor is leaves much to be desired. Their blacksmith upgrades aren't amazing either. So I remember them being like a bunch of like elite cataphract heroes or something like that, if I recall correctly. I mean, we'll probably get it once we're, you know, swimming in money. But we're not swimming in money yet, so I see no reason to prioritize it. Let's try not to just lose Khosrau needlessly. Yeah, it's Khosrau. Now that we have the Gokturks line of sight, you can see that they have their own little nomad camp here to the north of the map. They're doing their own thing. That villager is mega stuck. like mega stuck. Feels bad, man. But this is going to be quite handy. Still kind of looking where some stone can be found. If I can build more than just the one castle, that'd be pretty nice. Let's get hoardings, because we do not want to lose this one castle. Yeah, the White Huns, surprisingly for being nomads, have a huge amount of defenses. We're getting an archer trench just to improve Khosrow. But at the very least, we'll be able to mix in some Elephantos. Okay, are those like ox carts? I suppose so. So yeah, this has all been very straightforward so far. Other than the weird little... Pay us! Oh, nope, never mind, we're gonna attack you anyway. Screw you! Other than that whole little problem, it's largely been smooth sailing. You know, paying them off does give you a good amount of time to get your economy up and running. And this does seem to be the heart of their economy over here. Maybe if you don't form an alliance with the Gokturks, you won't have to go ahead and attack them later, like, and because like betraying them won't really matter. But I did choose to do that. Just, you know, get the full experience of the scenario. But yeah, we're mixing in some more elephants because I want to. Oh yeah, and I'll also get elite for those elephants because they were spawned in as my own units, not like a Gaia unit or some other player's unit. Like the Savarans will be once I decide to flip the bill for them. Get more upgrades exclusively for Khosrow. In all of his Ellie archerness. Persia has resigned. Well, I did my best, boys. Even though that best, quote-unquote, was about as half-assed as it can possibly be, with Persia, you got to make do with what you got. And what you got is Ornlu as your emperor, so it sucks to be you. God damn it. Wait, that's just a palisade gate. Just kill the palisade. Yeah, just kill the palisade gate, man. Get some more trebuchet.
This is all that we can.
Wait, was that my trebuchet? Why did I feel like I lost my trebuchet needlessly? Anyway, we can go ahead and get the Saravans in just a bit. This is really confusing, though. It's 1,500 gold, but it's like 1,500. I don't know, that's weird. Yeah, White Huns aren't really putting up much of a fight. They seem to have, like, around mid-Imperial age upgrades for their various Mongol units. Don't need more guys over there. Oh, it's attacking me all the way over here. Oh, wait, I got this too! I must have gotten this at some point and completely forgot about it. Oh no, Khosrow! Again, don't need you to die needlessly. Anyway, let's go get some Saravans. Yeah.
We will crush all enemies of the Persians.
Sounds like fun on a bun. Where's that huge ass gold mine? Anyway. Start bringing up everyone over this way. continuing to wipe out the White Huns. And here are our Savars, which are honestly fairly underwhelming. I mean, they regenerate because they're heroes, so that's pretty nifty. But, I mean, you're looking at 10 more HP and 1 more attack compared to a Paladin, but that's actually still less because you don't have Imperial Age Blacksmith upgrades, and, you know, compared to a Paladin, they'd have 1 less melee armor and, what, 4 less pierce armor? Yeah, 4 less pierce armor compared to the Paladin. At least, you know, the ones that I would make, because, you know, fully upgraded Paladins. That is fairly underwhelming. Like, if I recall correctly, the old ones, you just, they'd spawn in under your control, kind of like the elephants, so they'd benefit from your upgrades. Obviously not the case right here. Oh yeah, and because they're heroes, they're defaulting to defensive stance as opposed to aggressive stance. It might be faster than Paladins, though I'm not too sure.
With our main rivals, the White Huns, weakened,
Oh wow.
it's time that we take what is rightfully ours.
Feels bad, man. Okie dokie. So now we have to defeat the Gokturks. Again, if I recall correctly, you didn't have to defeat those guys until the White Huns were defeated back in HD, but now they will betray you sooner, which I guess makes the scenario slightly more difficult. I mean, emphasis on slightly, this is still not especially difficult. Huh. I guess Khosrau doesn't benefit from Parthian tactics? Because he should have the +4/+6. But he's missing Parthian tactics, I think. Which is weird, because Elephant Archers benefit from Parthian tactics. Looking for more gold. See any? Any more castles to clobber? So I should be marshalling my anti-Gokturk army. Yeah, just a lot of guard towers, but no arrow slits because Mongols don't have that. Not going to be too much of a threat to worry about. Oh yeah, there's this fortified area over here we're going to have to deal with. Oh, looks like they have a whole other farming community over that way. Just get some fish traps. I just forgot what my hotkey for fish traps was. LOL! But yeah, I also remember the Gokturks being like post-imp. They do have Spahi. See the 90 HP on these Cav Archers. But even so, I mean, they only have Castle Age upgrades, and you're going up against fully upgraded Paladins and War Elephants, man. Not really gonna have much of a chance. Ah, does appear to be lots of stuff over this way. Oops, let's make sure these guys are all still going north. I said north!
This is all that we can spare.
Wait, you guys are defeated! Yeah, they're sending 0 resources to us. It's all you can spare. Well, I mean, I guess you're dead, but... I mean, why even bother at that point, right? this has honestly been a fairly relaxing scenario. Few little quirks here and there, but
آری آماده ای
overall nothing too crazy.
معدن چی؟
Just doing the good old Persian thing. And since this is the only time where we get to do it in all of the campaigns, might as well enjoy it for what it is. Gokturks really aren't putting up much of a fight at all. And like I said, I seem to remember them being in post-imp back in HD. They do have a castle right here. So let's send the Trebs to take down that. Oh, this is a villager! Freaking villager, man. Look at this. Yurt's behind. No, Khosrow! No! Feels bad.
Hopefully this will not affect the morale of our army.
Feels bad, man. Not that it really matters. Because, sorry, Khosrow, even with me getting all of those upgrades just for you, yeah, you weren't really doing a whole lot for the war effort. Like, I would rather that population space be taken up by a single war elephant than Khosrow. You know, I still wanted to keep him alive for, you know, because he's the titular hero of this scenario. Or, no, I guess it's Corsan, it's not Khosrow. Similar names. Still. Also, what the hell is up with this gate? That's weird. Wait, what? I thought I told you to kill that castle. Just burning stuff down, you know, the huge. Oh, there's another castle there. I at least like the design of the White Huns base. I think it looks very nice. Like, it still gives you that nomad feel, even though, for practical reasons, it's obviously they need to have the guard towers and fortified walls and castles and stuff. Otherwise, this is even less of a challenge.
Cavalry archers? Very well. We will keep our
Yeah.
and retreat behind the Oxus River.
Yeah. That's kind of dumb of you, Gokturks, not gonna lie. I mean, they had what? 3,000 score, maybe, at the time they betrayed us? We have 23,000 score. Or 100,000. 20, yeah, it's 23,000. There we go, there's numbers. No, they're trapped. Anyway, once we, I wonder if these would have sent more gold to us if we had protected them. I mean, it doesn't really matter, we have 4k gold in the bank. These towers are still shooting at us! Stop that, you're dead! It's like the, oh god. Hanflo Glalash, was it the Avars? That were just, like, constantly annoying the crap out of me when... even though they were defeated. It's just like that, man. Hopefully the White Huns will be resigning soon. I can't imagine they have too much left. They are obviously kind of just sprawling out over here. Okie dokie. Let's just keep pushing further north and east. I mean, eventually we'll run into China at some point, but I think they're deleting units. Yeah.
Leave everything behind.
Seems good, man. Seems good, man.
We have finally rid ourselves of these hefty tribute demands. The Persian Empire can prosper once more.
Yeah, for another, like, 100 years before the Umayyads come and wipe you out. But don't worry, you'll have a bunch of other iterations and you'll be just fine. So, yep, that was Bukhara. pretty easy scenario, but nonetheless enjoyable. Nice sort of relaxing way to get back into the campaign groove. Wonder if there is a castle here or something. Don't think we really missed a whole lot. See what the outro has to tell us.
The White Huns were powerful, but too disorganized to cope with multiple invasions. When the Persians and their Turkic allies launched a two-pronged attack, the White Huns panicked. The mighty Persian beasts of war and swift, accurate Turkish horse archers crushed the disorientated enemy within 8 days. After the Persian victory at Bukhara,
I like that
White
crown,
Huns
man.
faded into history, and the Gokturks and Persians divided the conquered land among themselves. Under Khosrau, Persia once more became a worthy rival of the Byzantine Empire, while the Turks established themselves in the vacuum left by the White Huns.
And more or less eventually became the Tartars, I believe. IIRC. Anyway, here are the achievables. Nice KD there. I mean, they had a decent economy. What, 60 vils? I feel like the Gokturks could have put up more of a threat, man. But yep, that will be Khosrau. Or, no, Bukhara. My bad. So next we'll probably do Manzikert and then Viphaeus, going in chronological order. And then we'll finish up with the 4 Asian scenarios, and then maybe try and get to Dos Pilas. Anyway, that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you guys next time.